Yeah, I'm at your idea. So here in Malindi we have around 3 to 4 historical sites whereby when you pay a ticket from here you can visit all of them using the same ticket. So here we call the Heritage Complex, the museum. So this museum, we have the museum, we have the Portuguese Chapel. Portuguese Chapel is the first Christian church in East Africa. And then we have the Vasco da Gama pillar, and also we have the House of Color. Yeah, all of them are based around 300 meters apart. Yeah, they are along one side. So this place where we are, it is called the Heritage Complex. It's a museum whereby it was built in this building itself, it was built in early 1890s by the British. But the museum itself, it was started on 2013. Yeah. So this building, it was used as a trading center by the British. So they used it for around 50 years. And then later, after Kenya got independent in 1963, the building was used as an office of a DO, DC, and chief. So also with them, they used it up to around 2012 when the National Museums of Kenya took over now as a museum. So on 2013, this building was gazetted as a National Museums of Kenya here in the coastal region of Kenya. So what is inside here is the history and culture of people who live along the coastal region of Kenya. So here we have around 3 tribes who are living around here. The first one is mijikenda. Mijikenda means the 9 tribes. So these 9 tribes is like Riama, Liko, we have Chonyi, Ribe, Rabai, Kambe, Kauma, Chibana. Yeah, all of them, they form mijikenda. And then we have another tribe called Swahili. Swahili is a language and also Swahili is a tribe. Yeah.
Alright guys, let's learn a little bit about the Malindi Museum.
So these 9 tribes is like this one, Kiriama, we have Biko, we have Doruma, Chonyi, Ribe, Rabai, Kambe, Kauma, Chibana. So all of them, they form mijikenda. And you can see all of them, they live along the coastal region of Kenya. This is where they were first settled when they arrived to coastal region. So, but nowadays, all of them, they live around here, all of this place. So mostly those who are living here in Malindi are the Kiriama people. And also Kiriama people are the largest group of all of these tribes. And during colonization, these people also, they were colonized, they were led by one person. And that person, she was a woman. She is called Mekatilili Wamensa. So she was a warrior, and also she resisted British, that woman now. You know, different communities in Kenya, others they welcome British, others they reject.
This is a xylophone, guys. Traditional xylophone. So guys, I'll just show you a little history about the Malindi Museum. The little knowledge that I have, I will share it with you guys. So I will show it to you. This is a representation of an African woman. Yeah, you can see how beautiful she is with the beads, traditional beads. All these are handmade. So, and if you come to Kenya, you can find this type of ornaments in the streets. They sell them, and it is not expensive. So you can get yourself a souvenir to take back to your country. Yeah, so this is a picture of the Vasco da Gama Street. You can see the buildings on this side and the paintings. And you see the Vasco da Gama is just giving an Italian vibe. Even the cars, how they look, they are just giving Italian vibe. So this is Vasco da Gama Street, and this is the main pillar that made this place be called the Vasco da Gama, because there was a Portuguese who was the first Indian, who was the first person to land in India by sea. That's why this place is called Vasco da Gama, and it has opened trade to Asia and Europe. Yeah, so let's go inside, guys. This is Kaya village. See, data for domestic. Hero is a headgear, Kaniki is a plain blue plain toad, and Kitam is a golden line. So this is a representation of a Mijikenda village. It is called the Kaya. So that's the specific name for them, and that is how the village used to look like. You can see they are like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, like those 7 spots people used to live there, and then it's surrounded by forests. Then we have the 2 pin. This white mark is where they used to come here to make prayers if the rain does not fall. So this was a specific spot for them to come and pray to Lord to bring the rain down. So at least you've understood something about the Kaya village. So that is how it looks like. And this one was used by women, and this one was used by medicine, men and women. And now we have a representation of the Mijikenda house. This is how it looks like. And then they start building the house with these sticks, which they bring them together, tie them up. You can see how they were tying them up with fiber, and then they started building them with grass. And then there were 2 types of houses: the ones that were being built with grass, and the ones that were being started to build with mud. So you see, like this house over here, it has been built with grass from the start to the end. So that is a grass house. And then this one is built with mud and then grass on top. So that means when the rain rains, this mud house will not accumulate more water. It will not even accumulate water. But the house that is built with grass will accumulate water because they started building it with grass from downstairs and not mud. So there will be a lot of water. If there's a lot of water, that one will take more water. The mud house will not take more water. So the mud house is better than the grass house. But that is just a representation of the Mijikenda house and how it used to look like. And then that one is a pot that they used. These 2 black pots, those 2 black pots, they used to put liquid in those pots, either hot or cold soup, water. They used to store them in that black pot. And then this one that you see here acted as a storage. They used to store like cereals, like rice, maybe lentils, beans. That was the storage area. And then we have the one that I'm pointing, this one here, is used to how do I call it, to grate coconut. Grating coconut is called it's called what? It's called mbazi, yeah. And then that is called kino, the one that has a stick inside. It's called kino. So if you want to pump something, you use the kino, or you want to grind maybe the garlic or something, you use the kino. And then this is a basket that is used to store fruits. You can just put your fruits here, as you've seen here. There's an orange, there's a banana, there's a papaya. And then this one here is like a cooking stick. This is a cooking stick. And then we have that one, the brown one that I'm pointing, which is the calabash. This one here, this is a small wood with an arrow, was used to stir porridge, like this. You stir the porridge. And then we have a mat over there where the family sits on that mat in the family. Yeah. So this one is for grating coconut. I think I've told you that. And then this one is for sweeping. And then we have this section. The Mijikenda people used to come to this section to pray. So their god was called Mulungu. They used to worship a god called Mulungu. I think up now, I don't know if they do that now, I am not sure, because this Kaya village that I've shown you, this one, this Kaya village that I have shown you is ruled, it was being ruled by Mekatili Wenza. She was a woman who used to lead the village. All right. So this thing that you see here with the cloth, this one, when someone dies, they used to to use it like a cross. But I understand they no longer do that nowadays. So that is about the Mijikenda people. I've shown you the xylophone and how they played the xylophone, guys. I don't want to leave it in a mess. And then we have this one. That one was acting like a stool. And then this one is to you can shake it. You can shake it when maybe you are playing songs. Like the Catholic people, they use it for choir. And then this is the drum. Also, that is the drum. And this one you put it in between your legs. When you put it between your legs, and then you tap it with your hands. And that's how they used to dance in the village. I hope the photo is getting up to there. I hope guys you're learning a little history about the Malindi people. And then this spot is where the people used to believe a lot in witch doctors and witchcraft, which is kind of happening nowadays, but not as much as long time ago. So I used to say the person who is performing the witchcraft, that's the witch doctor, used to sit here, and these were the tools he used to perform the witchcraft with. I don't know what they were doing with this tool, but that is what they were doing it. Like this picture over here. They believe that the illness, you see this picture here, this picture, the people of Mijikenda thought that illness and diseases were caused by evil people. So they used to say, if you want to remove the evil, you have to go to a witch doctor. That's why they used to come to this traditional healer. And this traditional healer used to perform rituals. When a person becomes sick, they think that by removing, it's called exercising exorcism, to remove the devils out of the person. This happened long time ago, but nowadays I don't think it's here. Anyway, that is it about that. So the Mijikenda village used to have leaders, just like any other country that has a president or a leader. So this is how the leaders were looking like. Any person who is taking lead used to have specific items. Like you see this whisker, specific leader was carrying a whisker, others were carrying a stick. It just depends with the level of your leadership. So it depends, either you are carrying a stick or a whisker. All right, the Mijikenda people usually wear ornaments. They used to wear ornaments, and I'm telling you that these ornaments, you can also get them up to now. You can get them up to now. Yeah, people do make them handmade, yeah. So like these ones you can see here. Sometimes you can find necklaces that are beaded with glass or shells, like that. Alright. You can see this woman has marks on her face. Long time ago, they used to make body marks in their youth time until 1960, where they stopped. You see, if you see behind, just below her eyes, you can see some marks. There are some marks running from the ears and stop that close to the mouth. But nowadays they no longer do it. I don't know. I think they decided not to do the incisions. So this is how the Mijikenda men used to dress up, with these shawls. You can see these shawls, like the Afar region in Ethiopia. This is how they dress, these shawls. And the women, they used to do this type of skirt made from the kikois. Here we call them the kikois. All right. And then we have these stones. These stones were used for grinding long time ago. So this is how they look like. They used to grind like millet, sorghum, things like that. We have a blacksmith over here. So the entire village that I've shown you, all these things that I'm telling you were happening inside that village. Different positions. Inside the village, different positions. Okay. So in Ethiopia we have the Swahili ceremony, but here in the Mijikenda in Ethiopia they have the coffee ceremony, but here in Mijikenda they used to have the Swahili ceremony. That's why you see different type of sandals here. You see, these ones here, they just leather sandals, so you can wear it with a dress. And these ones were the wooden sandals. That's why they used to call them mitawanda. And then this one was a container, and that one was a silver water hose sprinkler. And that's a sword that you can see over there, guys. That's a sword. And let's have a look at this. What is this? This is a ceremonial halls. ceremonial horn. Long time ago, if you want to pass a message, they used to take the horn and ooh, so they make that sound. These are the type of horns that were being used. So when you pave air into that horn, it will remove some sound. Long time ago, so something like that. I hope you understand, you guys. The grinding stones that are used in also in India, and were used here in Mijikenda. And when you grind, the items used to look like this. The coconut crater is not called mbaazi, as I told you. It's mbuzi, not mbaazi. It's mbuzi. And then this is a goblet. This is a goblet. For those of you who don't know, this is a goblet, and it's used as a utensil or a container. That's a clay cooking pot over there. And that is a water fetching container. You see the way the stick is running across it? You can use the stick to fetch the water and then return. Fetch and then return. Yeah. I hope you are enjoying the history of the Mijikenda people here in this beautiful Malindi Museum. See that bag? That was called Kikuchu here in Mijikenda. It is a bag that was used to collect herbal medicines. This place is so dark, so I'm getting out so that you guys can see me. So it was used to collect herbal medicines. And then we have this pot, which is called the dogolo. It was used for boiling herbs. So boiling herbs. And then we have this small one, the black one. It was a guard for medicine storage. This one. So they used to store medicine over here. And then we have cow horns. These ones are cow horns for extraction of snake poison. So you see, long time ago when you had a snake bite, if you have a snake bite, they will use the cow horns that I've shown you to remove the poisonous. You know, when a snake bites you, you will have poison in your body. So these cow horns over here were used for extraction of snake poison. I don't know how they were doing it, but they used to extract poison from the wounds, the cow horns. Oh yeah, I hope you understand, guys. I really love this history of the Malindi people. And then we have this one is a jiggle worn by women during the spiritual dances. So when they step their feet like this, it's jiggling. Then we have this is a drum. It was used for entertainment. You can see the Mijikenda used to sleep in this kind of beds that I will show you to you now, like this one. You see, this one is hide made of skin. So they used to sleep, and it is very, very tough. This is very hard. It's very hard for this one to be broken or ruined. So they used to last so long because you can see it is skin, either cow or I don't know what skin they're using, but it is skin. And these are drums used by the Mijikenda people. Yeah. You see, that is also hide. And then we have these, I can say they are called the bow. The first one, where is the first one? This one. This one is a bow. And then we have these small ones, which are called arrows. And then we have this, a third one, the one that is lower. It's called a sheath. And then that is what was used when they were going for hunting. The Taita used to fight against the Maasai and Kamba warriors, as well as the British. So they used bows, swords, and arrows. And we have this bag. This is bag that is made of baobab. This bag is for storing sweet potatoes. And then you see that one. That one is made of baobab bark. And then that is skin. More about this the igembe. This one was called igembe. It's a long handle with the whole iron blade. It was used for farming. And then we have this one. is a beehive. Most of you people, I know you know about the beehive. So let's continue with this tour of the history of the Mijikenda people. The guard here is called guard for fetching or storing water, the first one. The second one is ground storage for sour milk or salt. And then we have this one, the third one is a bowl for serving meals. And then we have that a small pot. It was used for cooking vegetables. And then we have this one. It was used to store beer. And then we have this one, was used for the preservation of ghee. Yeah. This house, I didn't explain much about this house. This is a model house of the Dawida people. All right. That's the little information I have about this Malindi place, sorry, Malindi Museum. So I will just continue with my journey downstairs. I showed you this one, guys. Yeah. So I think that's it. There's nothing much. Anything else? You just learn slowly until you get the history. This is for the people who are really interested in the history and culture. Thank you, guys. Let me know in the comment section what you feel or what you've understood or what you liked or what you want to tell me.